Narayana. Respected friends, welcome you all together. Let us give a chance to ourselves whether we can try to study our Shastras and understand how they are guiding us for our own moksha. Every day we are spending this 1 hour. It can be made more and more fruitful as the time passes by with our own matured attempts of more concentration, more shraddha, etc. May it happen by our efforts because the grace which is required is already there. Friends, Veda Parayanam, common sense thought, Mantrocharana, Prarthana Mantra, Sankalpa, Upanishad Mantra, Ucharana, Upanishad Mantra, Adhyanam, we are doing. Upanishad is Shwethshwathara in the fifth chapter, last two mantras, which are the sadhana for the jiva to get the moksha. Before that, 13th mantra, Bhagavan Adi Shankara's Bhashya gives a complete clear picture of how do we get bound. That itself half of the solution because when we know how the bondage happens, we can also know how the mukti can be achieved. What a beautiful summarizing of the entire thing. That focusedly every sentence will try to digest. Then we go to the guidance given by Shruti Mata for the moksha. Now, one thing before we start everything is these Upanishadic mantras mystical. So too the Adhyatmika sadhana is sublime. Till we become deserved for it, it doesn't get revealed. Till we become deserved for it, we have to keep on knocking the door. You and I are doing that now. A very beautiful attempt. Let us keep on doing till the door is opened by the divine for us to understand. Don't be in a haste, in a hurry, in an overconfident way that I'll immediately understand, and in that overconfidence, attempts are made. Failures achieved means you have not succeeded. Then the overconfidence gets translated into no confidence, no shraddha. Then we give up and go. Spirituality cannot be achieved in this way. That's an immature way. Mature is keep on doing till it happens. The delay is for various reasons known and unknown. Known reasons, let us eliminate. The unknown, let us wait for them to go. Right, here we are, friends. The first one, Vedic chanting. Till yesterday, all Mother Suktams we were chanting, lucky enough. Today, tomorrow, or Vijayadashami, Dashara. In our sequence of Veda Mantrocharana, we have Navagraha Suktam to chant. Let us revel in it. Navagrahas, they are there continuously. The Graha Adhisthana Devatas are monitoring the entire living beings on the earth, and their influence is there on the all jivas. Remember, all this happens at the Ubadhi level. In the Nirupadhika Brahmasthiti, the Navagrahas, their identity, their Shaktis themselves, do not touch their own Adhishtanam, the Brahman. Then how can they touch the Adhishtanam as ours? Only at the Upadhi level, all that. Yet, to be safe and comfortable at the Upadhi level, to be able to do our sadhana for reaching the Nirupadhika level, we need that good relation with the Navagrahas, all Devatas. So to establish that good rapport relation are all these worships of them, recognition of them, praising them, praying to them, all of that. And it is necessary. That's how the world is made. Why do you look for an alternative? When it is so, just accept it. Om Namo Narayana. Let us start. ॐ अथ वेदपारायणं वेदमन्त्रमञ्जरी द्वितीयो भागान्तर्गत नवग्रहसूक्तम् ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये ॐ भूः ॐ भुवः ॐ सुवः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम् ॐ तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ओमापो ज्योतिरसोऽमृतं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवः सुवरोम ॐ ममोपात्त समस्तदुरितक्षयद्वारा श्रीपरमेश्वरप्रीत्यर्थम् आदित्यादिनवग्रहदेवता प्रसादसिद्ध्यर्थम् आदित्यादिनवग्रह नमस्कारान् करिष्ये ॐ आसत्येन रजसा वर्तमानो निवेशयन्नमृतं मर्त्यं च हिरण्ययेन सविता रथेना देवो याति भुवना विपश्यन् अग्निं दोतं वृणीमहे होतारं विश्ववेदसम् अस्य यज्ञस्य सुक्रतुम् येषामीशे पशुपतिः पशूनां चतुष्पदामुत च द्विपदाम् निष्क्रीतोऽयं यज्ञियं भागमेतुरायस्पोषः यजमानस्य सन्तो ॐ अधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहिताय आदित्याय नमः ॐ आप्यायस्व समेतु ते विश्वतः सोमवृष्णियं भवावाजस्य संगते अप्सु मे सोमो अब्रवीदन्तर्विश्वानि भेषजा अग्निं च विश्वशम्भुवमापश्च विश्वभेषजीः गौरीमिमाय सलिलानितक्षत्येकपदी द्विपदी सा चतुष्पदी अष्टापदी नवपदी बभूवुषि सहस्राक्षरा परमे व्योमन् ॐ अधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहिताय सोमाय नमः ॐ अग्निर्मूर्धा दिवः ककुत्पतिः पृथिव्या अयम् अपागं रेतागं सिजिन्वते स्योना पृथिवी भवान् रुक्षरा निवेशनी यच्छानः शर्म सप्रथाः क्षेत्रस्य पतिना वयगं हितेनेव जयामसे गामश्वं पोषयित्वा मृडातीदृशे ॐ अधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहिताय अङ्गारकाय नमः ॐ उद्बुद्ध्य स्वाग्ने प्रतिजागृह्येन मिष्टापूर्ते सगं सृजेथा मयं च पुनः कृण्वग्गस्त्वा पितरं युवानमन्वातागं सेत्त्वयि तन्तुमेतम् इदं विष्णुर्विचक्रमे त्रेधा निदधे पदं समूढमस्य पागं सुरे विष्णोरराटमसि विष्णोः पृष्ठमसि विष्णोश्नप्त्रे स्थो विष्णोस्यूरसि विष्णोर्ध्रुवमसि वैष्णवमसि विष्णवे त्वा ॐ अधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहिताय बुधाय नमः ॐ बृहस्पते अतियदर्यो अर्हा आद्युमद्विभाति क्रतुमज्जनेषु यद्दीदयच्च वसर्त प्रजात तदस्मासु द्रविणन्ते हि चित्रम् इन्द्रमरुत्व इह पाहि सोमं यथाशार्या ते अविवत्सुतस्य तव प्रणीति तव शूरशर्मन्नाविवासन्ति कवयः सुयज्ञाः ब्रह्मजज्ञानं प्रथमं पुरस्ताद्विसीमतः सुरुचो वेन आवह स बुध्निया उपमा अस्य विष्ठा सतश्च योनिमसतश्च विवह ॐ अधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहिताय बृहस्पतये नमः ॐ प्रवः शुक्राय भानवे भरध्वं हव्यं मतिं चाग्नये सुभूतं यो दैव्यानि मानुषा जनो गंशे अन्तर्विश्वानि विद्मना जिगाति इन्द्राणि मासु नारिषु सुपत्नीमहमश्रवं न ह्यस्या अपरञ्च न चरसा मरते पतिः इन्द्रं वो विश्वतस्परिहवामहे जनेभ्यः अस्माकमस्तु केवलः ॐ अधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहिताय शुक्राय नमः। ॐ शन्नो देवी रविष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शय्यो रविस्रवन्तु नः प्रजापतेन त्वदेतान्यन्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामास्ते जुहुमस्तन्नो अस्तु वयग्रस्याम पतयो रयीणाम् इमं यमप्रस्तरमाहि सीदाङ्गिरोभिः पितृभिः संविधानः आत्वा मन्त्राः कविशस्तावहन्त्वेन राजन् हविषामादयस्व ॐ अधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहिताय शनैश्चराय नमः ॐ कयानश्चित्र आभुवधूती सदा वृधः सखा कया सचिष्ठया वृता आयङ्गौः वृष्टिरक्रमीदसनन्मातरं पुनः पितरं च प्रयन्सुवः यत्ते देवी निर्वृतिरावबन्धदाम ग्रीवास्वविचर्त्यम् इदं ते तद्विश्याम्यायुषो न मद्या दथा जीवः पितुमद्धिप्रमुक्तः ॐ अधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहिताय राहवे नमः ॐ केतं कृण्वन्न केतवेपेशो मर्या अपेशसे समुषद्भिरजायथाः ब्रह्मा देवानां पदवीः कवीनां ऋषिर्विप्राणां महिषो मृगाणां शेनो गृध्रा नागस्वतिर्वना नागः सोमः पवित्रमत्येतिरेवन्न सचित्रचित्रं चितयन्तमस्मे चित्रक्षत्रचित्रतमं वयोधाम चन्द्रं रयिं पुरवीरं बृहन्तं चन्द्रचन्द्राभिर्गृणते युवस्व ॐ अधिदेवता प्रत्यधिदेवता सहितेभ्यः केतुभ्यो नमः ॐ आदित्यादिनवग्रहदेवताभ्यो नमो नमः ॐ शान्तिः 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 Tomorrow Dashahara and the beautiful Veda mantras we have to chant are the Dasha Shanti. The Shanti mantras invoking peace for ourselves and also for the entire world. Narayana. Mhm. Narayana, 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 Narayana. Mhm. Yes, friends. In today's common sense thought, so very simple it is. Try to grasp it. कि who is that which is who is making us do all uh, bandhanatmaka karma, dushkarma, papa karma, adharma karma, shastra nishiddha karma, thereby becoming the hetu for our dukkha called samsara, is our own mind. Who is the one who is not allowing us to understand what our duties are in the world and exactly live a decent life accordingly. Who is the one who is not allowing us to do the type of dharmika jivana? Again, it is our own mind. Who is the one who is self-cocooned and not allowing us to realize the beautiful opportunities of serving the world, thereby expanding our individuality and identity to more horizons so that in reciprocation from the world we get all the best things. Who is the one who is not allowing us even to think about the possibility of going out of our comfort zone and then using the resources, abilities to take care of the world, to serve the world, to help the world? What an extent ki forget about the whole world, even very near and dear ones also. We have stopped thinking about them, that they need my help, I can help them. है ना? Unless requested, begged, and some or the other remunerations or reciprocations are done, we are becoming so sensitive, insensitive to the needs of the world around from us. It is our own family members. When did you ask your wife or think about what she needs, what help you can do her? It can be anything, a emotional help to comfort her, a physical help to help her in the domestic works, or maybe taking her out as per her choice to a place for her own relaxation, or getting a gift. See that when we ask a question, it's a surprising that we've never thought, isn't it? When it's a close relation only, out of compulsions, out of frustration, out of some or the other social obligation or anything we do, what to talk about the outer world, that we take initiative, think, recognize that the world needs my service and I can do it. And I am doing here. Who is the one who is not allowing us that way to expand in our possibilities, in our abilities, in our contributions? Isn't it? It is our own mind. Again, who is the one who is so strongly holding us and not allowing us even to go towards that so called beautiful field called as spirituality? From how many lives? Now, in this life, maybe little we are touching. What about our own earlier lives? Who was the one who was not allowing us even to enter into those portals or into those porticos, into that compound wall of, into that gate also of something called as spirituality? And then just tying us down as if the world and life is equal to nothing but earn the artha, indulge in the kama. That's it. How many lives we live like that? Even in this life also. Till recently that some grace happened. Even now also, except during our sadhana periods or classes, we are pulled back only into the worldliness and samsara. Who is doing it? Who is not allowing us even to enter? Is our own mind again. Again, who is the one, even if some attempts are made, who is the one who is not allowing us to be consistent to begin with in our pursuit of being with a guru or a teacher or a preceptor, an acharya, to listen from him what exactly the ancient gurus have discovered, and out of their compassion they gave through these shastras. Is that thought coming to us even once that, yeah, let me go through the entire Upanishad or Gita and see what exactly they are saying? Even that thought also is not being allowed to be entertained. Somewhere we are lost. That getting lost is called as the Rajoguna or Tamoguna. Rajoguna is anything other than this, giving all the meaning to the meaningless things. The Tamoguna is the excuses of the tiredness, the exhaustion, the laziness, the sense of it's not required, the sense that the zindagi is going on without them. And so many things. Who is the one not allowing us to even have a thought of being consistent, being regular, being sincere, at least to give a chance for ourselves to listen to what they are saying? what the Shastra is saying. It's our own mind. So everywhere our mind in this way is a culprit which has to be consciously understood. And once the enemy is caught, once the terrorist hideouts are found, he just target and bomb. See that how the Indian intelligence has worked? That they have found all those places of terrorist trainings. It is so surprising that in those so-called prayer halls, there the terrorist activities are going on. Even the localites don't know. They think it's only a praying prayer hall is going on. But our intelligence has so shrewd, sharply they've traced. Even the local, the neighbors don't know that they think it's only a prayer hall. But we have known it that there is where they are secretly training the terrorists. Exactly pinpointed. There only we have bombed. They are surprised. Now they are shifting all their terrorist hideouts toward that Afghan Kabul area, imagining that we can't trace. We'll trace that also. In the same way, it is the terrorizing mind which is the one which is not allowing to glow, to grow, to flow. We have to find the terrorist. And tactfully we have to tackle him. Only the terrorist is hit, or the terroristic aspect of the mind is hit, the troublesome aspect of the mind, isn't it? It's not an easy art even to recognize it that it's my own mind is playing the culprit, isn't it? Same way, who is the one who is not allowing me that after the class, even to think that, yeah, let me study or rethink what has been taught in the class. Let me make the summary of today's class. Is it not essential? But who is the one who is not allowing to do? Is the mind only. Then the most thing is important thing is what? In spite of sometimes this effort of manana and trying to understand, which is very rare, that gained knowledge, as if it has nothing to do with my own life. There's no relation at all with that knowledge to my life. In this way, who is the one who is making us keep that knowledge away, unused, and continuing to live the life as we were living earlier before gaining this knowledge? Isn't it? Like at home also, the best clothes are there. Procrastinating their use for some future, फटे पुराने कपड़े पहनते. बेस्ट यूटेंसिल्स आर देयर, वो सम ओकेशन के लिए पोस्टपोन करके टूटे फूटे बर्तन यूज करते. Fresh stock of food items they are brought, they are not consumed till they become stale, and in the meantime old stock is consumed. You understand? As it is done in our outer life, in the same way, instead of relating that knowledge to ourselves, instead of feeling the ownership with that knowledge and necessity of that knowledge has to be used by me in my life. No, let me continue to be with the same thoughts of kama divikara, same activities of world and worldliness. Who is the one who is doing it? It is my own mind. That mind is Maya at play. Agatita Gatana Patiyasi. Listen to the evening class. So simple but so beautiful. So wonderful it is. Then who is the one who is not allowing me to have the total Sharanagati to my Guru? अभी तक रिकॉग्नाइज ही किया हमने गुरु को माइंड. हु इज द वन नॉट अलाउइंग मी to select my Ishtadevata and enjoy that upasana, enjoy that stotra, enjoy that stuti or stotra or that smarana or talking to that my Ishtadeva. Like so many stotras we are studying, in each of them we see the Bhakta is directly addressing the Bhagavan, telling his problems, seeking his help. But are we that way doing? Even one स्तोत्र जिंदगी में बैठकर हमने इस तरह से किया. Mechanically we do. Then somebody doing हनुमान चालीसा पाठ 108 बार. प्रसादम के लिए we go there. And that also, if it is 108 times, we put some our representative there, representative. We ask them, यार 108 बार ना 105 बार होने के बाद बोलो, then I will come to listen to the last 3 times. That's it. In that also, by the time you reach there, Jo Shatabar Bhatakara is going on. Last 108. Then we eat the prasad and greet everyone and come. No, it is you or I have to sit and chant 108 times myself. And why and how long somebody is organizing and you go? It's in the beginning only allowed. Later on, you have to organize. Then you have to be the one who to do it. But have we done one Guru Stotram? Any of that in our life, consciously seated and myself chanted. I will chant this Lingastakam today 16 times or Madhurashtakam 15 times or how many hundreds and thousands of them. एक मंत्र यार दिल लगा के गायत्री मंत्र बैठकर है ना टुडे फ्रॉम मॉर्निंग इवनिंग yesterday you saw that Gayatri mantra mahima how exhaustively beautifully it was said. It was so beautiful. We have seen the Gayatri stotras. 1000 बार I पाठ करूंगा उठूंगा ना मैं जो होगा देखा जाए. If we don't do them, then whom we are invoking blessing? देखो कहने से भक्त मैं हूं भक्त नहीं बनते. कहने से मैं साधक हूं साधक नहीं बनते. Isn't it? It is a different approach altogether of total dedication. Who is allowing, not allowing us? It is our own mind. This is such a culprit. Neither allows us to manage our finances properly, neither allows us to manage our health properly, neither allows us to manage our outer relative world properly, nor allows us to do any of these spiritual aspects. One Upanishad, the thoroughly that knowledge of it. Let me grasp, let me gain what is said in it. वो अलो ही नहीं करता. Let me sit today to be in that Sakshi Bhava. बैठने नहीं देता हमारा मन. Let me today try to feel what it looks like if I'm not the Annamaya Kosha. Without doing all that, when will we grow? जब तक नहीं करेंगे, till that we don't grow and कर ही नहीं रहे. Who is the one? Our own mind. So that minds, our own minds, ways of misguiding and destroying us, when we become aware of it. Mind means thoughts. That's it. Thoughts, intelligence, emotions. पहले संकल्प होता है फिर संकल्प को some or the other intellection justify करता है. Then it is strengthened by emotion. Sankalpa is, I will not go to the class today. Intellection is what? Yeah, the same thing is repeated. I know I am already Brahman. Then the emotion is what? There are so many other things also have to be done. If I don't do, who else will do? Who is doing all these thoughts? Mind only. Why the end result is that day class is gone. That day sadhana is given up. है ना? It does the sankalpa means the negative one. अच्छा नहीं करने वाला संकल्प बुरा करने वाला संकल्प. Then it justifies. Commanding the intellect. You just shut up, listen, justify me. Intellect says, okay, I'm your gulam. है ना? That's it. Thereafter, the emotions anyway are there in the mind. We have to be very conscious about it. Every moment, how we are misguided by none other than our own मन. जब तक मन को ऑब्जेक्टिफाई नहीं किया जाता और उसी कारण से तबाही हो रही है, जाना नहीं जाता. और जब तक we don't start to command our mind, and it's not an overnight thing, slowly steady. Just like for the negative forces, non-patriotic, for 65 years you gave freedom. And they have become so selfish and corrupt. Suddenly to change all of them, it won't happen. You have to be slowly, steadily, gradually. So many ways you have to try. Not one or two. Patiently. इतना करो तब होता है. Here also. So my mind, my bondage and suffering. My mind and my liberation and enjoying. In what way the mind now is becoming cause of suffering and bondage, and then how the mind has to be molded to become the cause of the moksha and ananda. Focus on that. It is too subjective. No million number of gurus also, gods also can do anything more than giving us information, inspiration. Using that information, gaining that inspiration, using that intellection, then taking the initiation, keeping on progressing, proceeding. It is in our choice. As long as we don't use that choice, so long we are just lost in it only. Let us that way help ourselves. Think. You know, this subject is so exhaustively told in our Bhikshu Gita, etc. in Bhagavata, 11th skanda, Naham manusho me sukha dukkha hetu, है ना, न ग्रह कर्म काला मन परम कारणमावनन्ति संसार चक्रम परिवर्तयति. We have seen that there exhaustively. Same thing is said in other texts. Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho. Another place, mana eva shatru, mana eva mitra in Gita. Atma eva atmano bandhu, atma eva atmana haripu. Atma is mind. Think about this, friends. Become more serious. Cool and quiet way, becoming antarmukha. Let us start our journey. And in this, as it is said, so many doors have to be opened. And keep on knocking every door till it is opened. And the door of Guru Bhakti, Guru Sharanagati, Guru Krupa. The door of Ishvara Bhakti, Ishvara Sharanagati, Ishvara Krupa. The door of Shastra Shravana, Adhyena, and then the Shastra Avagana. The door of Spashtata of our sadhana, what to be done. And the door of starting to do sadhana. Like there, so many doors are there. The doors of what exactly do in this world and not do. Moment to moment. Where to involve, where not to involve. It's a door. It has to get opened. Else, what to involve, we don't. What not to involve, we involve. With all our informations received or given, whether received or not, who knows? Gurus are giving information. We are taking it or not. Om, Om. Your mantra today, being Wednesday, let us chant Bhagavan Narayana's mantra in the form of Krishna Avatara. The mantra is famous to all of us. It is found in Bhagavata Purana and also in the other Puranas too. In this, the Paramatma is mentioned in his ultimate Brahma Rupa. Paramatma is mentioned as the Srishti Sthiti Laya Karaka, Paramatma is mentioned as the remover of our dukkha, and Paramatma is mentioned as our Upasya Devata. Mantra is so simple and so sweet and so touching. I am not taking time to exhaustively explain it, but the summary I already told. Again, we will say after the chanting. The mantra is Om Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. 4 lines. Mahabhagavata Purana, important mantra. And those who heard Bhagavata, they have chanted it every day with us. The meaning is Om Parabrahma. He himself is Satchit Ananda Rupa, pure Satchidananda Brahma. He alone Vishwa Utpatti Adi Hetu. Vishwa Utpatti Adi, Utpatti, Sthiti and Laya. Then Nigraha, Anugraha. These are the 5 things which that Parabrahma through his infinite Maya Shakti as Ishvara he does. To you and I personally when we worship, Tapatraya Vinashaya. All the Adhibhautika, Adhivika, Adhyatmika, all the tapas he will remove. When will you do that? Sri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. When we worship the Bhagavan Krishna, even with all the best of possibilities and proper processes, then we conclude that with Namaha, Namaskar and Prarthana. Prarthana and Namaskar. उपासना करके नमस्कार करके प्रार्थना जब हम करते हैं, then he will do all these 3. First, he will remove all the tapas. Second, he will make understand that he is the Srishti Sthiti Karaka, which we are going to study in today's Upanishad. Then he will make us identify with his own essential self, which is Satchit Ananda. A very good mantra. I gave you only 2% meaning of it. Think more and more. Now let's chant. Om Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. For concentration, bring the Ishta Rupa of Krishna in your heart, whether it's in your puja room or any of the Krishna mandiras you have visited in your life. It can be Dwaraka Bhagavan, it can be the Vrindavan Bhagavan, Mathura Bhagavan, or it can be Jagannath Bhagavan. In how many places Bhagavan is there? In Badrinath, wherever you have seen him. That Rupa for concentration and is none other than Parabrahma, Ishvara, Ishtadevata and Upasya Devata. Start. Om Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Om Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Om Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Om Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Om Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Om Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Om Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Om Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Om Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Om Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Namaha. Om Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे 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 तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः. Giving chance to ourselves to become so close to Lord Krishna through these mantras and extending our prayers to Him to remove all our tapas and make us qualified to realize His Ishwaratva and His Brahmatattva, which is our own essential self. We are chanting these mantras 27 times every day. If it is small, bigger, 16 times or 12 times or 6 times. Remaining, you have to do at home during your day. Choice is yours. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo. Om Yairime Gurubhi Purvam. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam. ओम विदिताखिल शास्त्र सुधा जलधे ओम ब्रह्मानंदम परम सुखदम ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे ओम तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति देश निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रुघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थमस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्म सदिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रतिभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम सर्वे Krishyamahe Om Nityanandam Niradharam Nikiladharam Avayam Nigamadhyagatam Nityam Neelakantam Namamyaham Parayanam Atha Dvitiyodhyayah 789 Om Savitra Prasaveena Jusheta Brahmapurvyam Tatra Yonim Kurnavase Nahite Purtamakshipata Trirunnatam Sthapya Samam Shariram Rudindriyani Manasa Sanniveshya Brahmorupeena Pratareta Vidvan Srotamsi Sarvani Bhayavahani Pranan Prapidyeha Samyukta Cheshtaha Kshine Prane Nasikayocvasita Dushtasvayuktamiva Vahamenam Vidvan Manodharayeta Apramattaha. Friends, this 13th mantra talks about sadhana. 14th too. Before that, Bhagavan Shankara's kindness to give us in summary a beautiful bhashya telling us how we get bound. Very, very cute, very, very sweet, very, very short summary of everything. I'll just go through the bhashya parayanam in one go, then one sentence. We'll try to analyze and try to grasp. It goes like this. Om Saha evam avidya kama karma falaragadi gurubharakrantah alavuhu iva chandrajala nimagnaha nischayena dehaham bhavamapannah preta tiryang manushyadi yonishu ajivam jiva bhavamapannah kathanchit punyamashad ishwarartha karmanushthanena avagata ragadi malaha anityatwadi darshanena उत्पन्न यह अमुत्र अर्थ फलभोग विरागः शमदमादि साधन संपन्नः तमात्मानं ज्ञात्वा मुच्यते इति आह. Wow, what a completeness of this. And then such things in every Upanishadic Bhashya, minimum one time, whenever the context permitted, more than once, in 2-3 times also, Shankara Bhagavan has summarized the same thing. We were lucky enough to go through that. Even this very Upanishad in the Sambandha Bhasha, which ran into more than 50 pages, which we studied for 2-3 months. In every of the Upanishads, in Gita, everywhere, he gives this Jivas, Bandhana and Moksha. Luckily, same thing in more sublime form. We started studying yesterday in our evening, Yoga Vasishta Maharama. Same thing we are seeing in another language, in the form of Maya is the one which is doing Agadita Ghatana in our Prakarana Grantha. So many times we are repeatedly reminded. It's only as we saw in the common sense thought, we have to learn to apply ourselves, focus our mind, involve in the thing which we are listening, and involve in contemplation, involve in grasping, and involve, identify with that knowledge, and slowly transform oneself according to the knowledge. This is how when we do, we really get blessed by the Upanishadic Jnana. Now, you see, it's about every jiva, it's about you and I. First and foremost, see how many sentences are there? First, Saha, Avidya Kama Phala Ragadi Guru Bharakrantaha Alavuriva. Second, Sandra Jala Nimagna. In fact, पूरा मिलकर एक हो सकता है. Second, निश्चयेन देहाहम भावम आपन्ना. Third, प्रेत तिर्यंग मनुष्यादि योनिषु आजीवम जीव भावम आपन्ना. Fourth, कथंचित पुण्यवशात्. Fifth, ईश्वरार्थ कर्मानुष्ठानेन. Sixth, अपगत रागादि मनः. Seventh, अनित्यत्वादि दर्शनेन उत्पन्न इह अमुत्रार्थ फलभोग विरागः. Eighth, शमदमादि साधन संपन्नः. Ninth, तमात्मानं ज्ञात्वा. 10th, मुच्यते. 10 steps you can think as. 10 topics, 10 thoughts. First one we saw yesterday. Avidya kama karma phala ragadi guru bharakrantaha alabhu iva. Like the dry pumpkin tied to a stone and left in the river or ocean. Or left in the ocean or river, keeps on moving and tries to protect itself from the entry of the water, It cannot avoid. Slowly the water enters into it. Then budung upir डूब jata hai. That alab means any of such thing which goes one टड़े. Like आप खुद ही कागज से कोई जहाज बनाकर put it in the water. It moves for some time. Then slowly drop by drop water enters in it. फिर वो डूब जाता है. So any of such example is the example here alab. Example को साइड में रखो अपने आप का. Like that particular example of alab, we are also what is happening to us? Sandra jala nimagnaha. Sandra jala means in this dense waters of samsara. Nimagna. Okay. And what is that vasha by which we are in this ocean of samsara nimagna? Avidya, kama, karma. Avidya, not knowing the self and never trying to know it. Kamana, ever full thinking that fulfilling the kamana alone is the way of life. Then to fulfill that karma done, and then karma phala raga. Always thinking about the phala, indulgence of phala, immediately another desire, again to achieve that another karma, then that greediness to enjoy that karma phala. In this way, avidya, kama, karma phala raga. Okay. Adi, yesterday we explained. When the phala is enjoyed, then lobha comes. If not, the krodha comes. In this way, continuously the mind is in those thoughts, in those sankalpas, in those plannings, in those activities, in those celebrations of achieving the results, in indulging them. All of that is called as Guru Bhara Akranta. That the heavy ship loaded with so many containers in it. Feel that in us, is it not? Become conscious throughout the day, never knowing the real self, substratum, all the time, सुबह से रात तक, छोटे से छोटा लेकर बड़े से बड़ा तक, शास्त्रोक्त और शास्त्र opposite, some are the other kamana. Then prompted by that kamana only karma we do. And that phala raga there. Then so many thoughts, sufficient phala comes, excited and greed for it. कम आ गया तो दुखी हो जाते हैं, etc. You can add. Adi means all of them. Guru Bhara Akranta. All this heavy load is there in us. With that, helplessly like that alabo, we are only day in and day out struggling in this world of samsara. Alavariva Sandra Jale Nimagna. Okay. And for all of that, where is the base? Where it starts from? Listen. Nischayena Deha Aham Bhava Mapanna. Feel more strongly about this thought. Ki all of us, no more thinking, we have made a strong nischaya that Aham Dehosmi. Deha Aham Bhavam Apanna. Deha Aham Bhavam Apanna. Body alone I am. The bhava means the strongest of the conviction. Apanna means obtained. Dehosmi. Aham deha asmi. I am this body. Deha aham bhavam apanna. Then it is the other way. First deha aham bhavan apanna. Then avidya kama karma. Then for the phala sake, doing the karma and getting the phala, or to get the phala, going through various lives. That is said in the third portion. Dehaham bhavam apanaha. Where through karma as a karma phala, he is continuously running into preta, tiryam, manushyadi yonishu. Preta between two shariras. He will be in the preta yoni. Yesterday you saw, day before also we saw, in our Skanda Purana, that these things are chanted, the studied, then that preta yoni will not come, etc. So even lots of papa are done, then we'll be exposed to the naraka yonis, yatana shariras, so much dukkha is given. Then before the new body is given, we are left alone to wander with all dukkhas. That another preta yoni. In the preta yoni, what happens? You have so much of thirst. There is a water in front, but you can't drink. There's so much of hunger, so much of food you see, but you cannot eat. You see the people whom you are related to, you want to talk to them, but you cannot. There is विलक्षण प्रेत भाव. कभी कभी आपको सपने में एक अनुभव हुआ होगा. That's the अनुभव. Wherein thing is very next to you, water bottle or water glass, tumbler. You cannot take it only. A tablet है next, you cannot take it. अरे क्या हुआ मेरे को? हुआ होगा कभी? That state of being, like that. Preta. And Tiryang is all the animal yonis. Preta Tiryak, then Manushya. In the Manushya, it can be any country, any gender, with any of the health or diseases. Adi Yonishu, in those Shariras, Ajivam, till he dies, Jiva Bhava Mapannaha. So, I am the Jiva in this body. I am the Jiva also forgotten. I am only this body. In this way, he goes on living for millions of lives. So, avidya, kama, karma is the hetu, and further the hetu is adehaham bhava apanna. Or you put it like this: avidya is the first reason, then deha aham asmi is the second reason, then from that comes out the kamana, and with the kamana the karma is done, and for the sake of experiencing that karma phala, preta tiryang manushyadi yoni. And whole life is lived in that body as a jiva with the shariradi tadatmya. One side to get the phala of the karma done in the past, second side to do the new karmas. While this way, like that alavu, as we were going on in the samsara, then at one point of time, it may happen. What it is, the fourth one is kathanchit punyavashat. In all these doings, somewhere or the other, some punya is done knowingly or unknowingly. We may also don't know that it is a punya, but some punya we have done. है ना, किसी को भोजन दिया होगा, किसी को any some other type of help you might have done, sacrifice your comfort for others. It may be small or big. So kathanchit punya vashad, then what will happen? Ishwarartha karma anushthanena. है ना, with the punya vasha, the mind may thought occur, the Ishvara is recognize the presence of the Lord running the show of the world. Then some devotion to that Ishvara comes. Then a guru also comes in live and tells that do the karma as an offering to the Ishvara. So therefore, Ishwarartha karma anushthanena. He does the anushthan of the karma as an arpana to the Ishvara, as we saw in the Karma Yoga. देखो, जिन्होंने ये उपनिषद गीता नहीं पढ़ा, for them all these may be confusing. But for you and I who are studying this portion, whether it happened in our life so far or not, we can make it happen now. What is it? Therefore, keep doing punya karma. Then see the result of the punya karma in the form of the arrival of Guru in our life. Then that Guru will tell us about the presence of the Ishvara. Then the Guru will tell us to do the karmas offering to Ishvara. So it is told, we are studying every day. For us तो it is done. ये सब हो चुका है. क्या कहना by the Guru that we have to live life doing the karma for ईश्वर. यहाँ तक हो गया. तो ईश्वरार्थ कर्मानुष्ठानेन. Then that karma anusthana for the sake of Ishvara or Swadharma karma, we keep on doing outside. What is its result we have to see inside. There you and I are standing now. What is it? Apagata ragadi malaha. So the raga, dvesha, kama, krodha, everything is manomala, manoroga, all of them should go away. Aiming at that, we have to do the karma, not seeking the karma phala, etc. Then whom to the karma phala is given? Ishwarartha. So we have to recognize in us a state of being wherein we are freed from every mental disease called as raga, dvesha, adi. The state of being we realize how by living life with karma with Karma Yoga, wherein duties we do offer every aspect of it to the Ishvara. So then, toward the karma phala, toward the karma phala bhoga, there is no raga. Adi means no dvesha too. So, none of the emotions in the mind disturbing us are rising now. That's the meaning of the Chitta Shuddhi, which is achieved through the Karma Yoga, in which doing the karma and everything, offering it to Ishvara. Nisangataya Dvandva Prahana Purukam Ishvararthe Karma Yogi Karma Anushtani. So, Kathanchit Punyavashat Ishwarartha Karma Anushthanena Apagata Ragadi Malaha. Guru is guiding. Here, Guru aspect, Shankara Bhagavan has not said, but we have to understand it. Somebody will come in our life and tell us. A person it can be, or a book it can be. Isn't it? Or we might have heard it in the earlier life. Within us only the thought can click. So Guru came in the form of the inner thought. इस जन्म में शायद कह सकते आप मुझे कोई गुरु नहीं बताया मुझे ये थॉट आया या इन दिस लाइफ यू गॉट इट अर्लियर somebody might have taught you उनको आप भूल गए अभी है ना unless somebody guides us it cannot easily click. So our Ishvara Aradhana makes the Ishvara appear in the form of Guru. The Guru is the one who is guiding us this way. Here, the Guru aspect, Bhagavan Adi Shankara is not mentioning, only to say that these all sadhanas we have to do. So Punyavashat means Punya, somehow he has done knowingly or unknowingly. What it means? We have to do knowingly. Then Ishvara Aradhanarthe Karmanushtana means Guru has come and told, now Ishvara Aradhan karo, karma phal unko hi chhod do. No, Guru means not mentioned, but it means we have to start living our life Ishvara Aradhana. Whatever the karma we have to do. Then the Guru says, observe the result of it in the form of Antakarana Shuddhi, wherein Abhagata Ragadi Mana. So Guru word is not used, but we have to feel it. Guru to Shankar Bhagwan hai na, he is telling us. So Apagata Ragadi Manaha. And remember, in this whole world, the whole Jada Jagat is guided by the Ishvara. And Chaitanya Jivas, each one is individually living his own life. And that Jiva and I have some mutual prarabdha which is limited. Once it's over, we get departed. More than that, I need not have any raga or dvesha to any individual. So this type of extra added knowledge ke dwara, see to it that we have no raga to any of the beings, any of the things. And the independence that I can be without phala sakti, without indulgence, that can be recognized by offering the karma phala to the Ishvara. Right? The best example is the women at home. All the women at home who cook food for the family, they become maha jnanis and sadhakas in the next life. I believe personally. Because she makes so many items, sweets and papad ये सब, she gives to everyone. अब अपने लिए the last morsel of दो रोटी इतना चावल और थोड़ा सा सब्जी बचा है या कुछ बचा है नहीं तो वे सूखा खा लेगी और she will have that achar etc. Others have enjoyed. So what she is doing that I can do the karma and I can offer karma phala to Ishvara in the form of this family purpose and I can live without it. She is recognized. The good olden days women. Nowadays पहले खुद खा के जो बचा है husband को बोलती है तू खा ले बर्तन मांज ले. Because I am also earning, you also have to do this work. है कि नहीं? उल्टा हो गया है. Anyway, our point is this is how we recognize the freedom from the raga to everything. Now remember, to live what is required, that much we have to consume. That is not raga, that is dharma. Beyond that, whatever is not required, whether it is objects and their consumption and possession, or the people and our relation with them. That's all raga, not required. We can live without that. Recognizing that, discovering that freedom inside. That's the meaning of apagata ragadi mala. Then comes the next beautiful thing. Uh, by the teachings of the Guru, the whole world continuously, constantly, it is changing. Therefore, it is not nitya. Therefore, anityatva darshanena. Everything in this world other than Brahman is anitya. Darshana means fully understanding it. The intellectual darshana it is, not the darshana with the eyes. बुद्धि से समझ कर कि एवरीथिंग अनित्य है दर्शनेन उत्पन्न इह अमुत्र अर्थ फल भोग विरागः. Because everything is ephemeral, changeable, perishable, destroyable, therefore he has got viraga developed. What is that? Iha amutra artha phala bhoga viraga. Iha means in this world, amutra means elsewhere, phala means the result of the karma, bhoga is enjoyment, viraga is total disregarding that, total detachment from that, totally not wanting that. Feel this sentence. To feel it, you can take the example of Nachiket. He wants only one. I have to have the Brahma Anubhava. Other than that, any of the Upadhi level of Anubhava gained through contact with any of the objective world, even though Yamadharmaraj himself is giving free of GST and all taxes, I am not going to take. है ना अनित्यत्वादि दर्शनेन अपगत दर्शनेन उत्पन्न इह अमुत्र अर्थ फल भोग विराग. This is the next stage to be conquered. See that, feel right now in the mind. एक मिनट के लिए तो फील कर सकते हो ना. That I want the शुद्ध ब्रह्म अनुभूति, अधिष्ठान अनुभूति. An obstruction for that अनुभूति is every other desire for anubhava of any of the other, this or the other world bhoga. I don't want any one of them. Feel it. You can feel it, no, at least an experimental basis. Now sustain it, maintain that. As we said 3 minutes back, therefore, in our world, only for sadharma obligation we are living, and nothing is taken by us as a cause of means for bhoga. No, no friends, no enemies, no any of the शब्द स्पर्श रूप रसगंधा, कुछ में भी मैं इन्वॉल्व नहीं हो रहा हूं, क्योंकि उसके प्रति उससे मिलने वाला भोग मुझे नहीं चाहिए, ये सब अनित्य है. आई डोंट वांट इट. दैट विराग इज डेवलप्ड. अनित्यत्वादि दर्शनेन उत्पन्न इह अमुत्र अर्थ फल भोग विराग. Now, when we are discussing all of it, personally, where do we stand? You can see our own side. Where do we stand? In our understanding and in our practice. This is where we have to seek now. Other than Paramatma Anumati, no other thing, indulgence, I seek to get the Sukha. फिलहाल तो हमें all शब्द स्पर्श रूप रसगंध want for bhoga more than for survival. That's how our mind is distracted towards the objects. And there is raga, dvesha, ityadi are generated towards them. And they are again creating the kamana in me, and I am going for them on. That's why an example is given that when you go to Kashi, leave something. What do you mean by leaving something is throughout life again, don't even think about it. Even it is freely offered, you say, मैं काशी में छोड़ के आ. कुछ लोग छोड़ते हैं. It can be anything, and they are so committed. है ना? It can be anything. Some people intelligently they give up which they don't like. मैंने बैंगन छोड़ दिया, मैं करेला छोड़ दिया. But there are some people who say, I gave up sweets. Throughout life again they don't touch it. They discovered the freedom. They don't even think about it. That is an experiment. To say that without that I can do. Utpanna ihamutrartha falabhoga viragaha. Unless in this way, step by step, we conquer, we don't become qualified for higher spiritual journey. Next one's the last one. Then tab jakar, because of the viraga, next step, shamadamadi sadhana sampanna. Shamadama, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhana, Mumukshutva. These we have time and again studied in every of the classes. In this way, from an absolute alabhu in a samsara sagara, nimagna, he has become now samadhi shatka sadhana chatushte sampanna adhikari. Then he becomes qualified to go to Guru to listen from him about the presence of the Adhisthana Brahma Tattva and saying that everything is Brahman and saying that you are also that Brahman, saying that first you realize yourself to be that Brahman, then see everything to be Brahman. All of that is put precisely in the Tattvamasi Mahavakya. So from the Guru, the Tattvamasi Mahavakya Sunukar, Shamadhi Shasana Sampanaha, Tattvamasi Mahavakya Dwara, Tam Atmanam Jnatva. Having experienced the self as one's own self, Muchyate, he gets liberated. Iti aha. This is what is said in the next two mantras. In the next two mantras, in a mystical indicative way, the Shwethshwathara Rishi said more than directly. Directly 100 times said in the earlier mantras. Therefore, coming to our rescue, Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavan in advance only told what is the summary of the next two slokas, as well as the next chapter, as well as the entire Upanishadic literature, in what way they are guiding us in both aspects of how do we get bound and also how to get moksha. ये इस साधना ये जो समरी में जो बताया उसका उद्देश्य ये है. Now I request you all to go through this portion at least 2-3 times before you come to tomorrow class and feel it in the heart and see where do we stand, each one of us for ourselves. Therefore, what is the next stage to be achieved? ऐसे consciously करने से साधना होता है. Like yesterday in one of the class we saw, I think in the Telugu class, very exhausted. No, even in the evening class for 15 minutes, we saw it in the beginning of Yoga Ramayana class, giving more than 10 examples as to how we have to engross in that spirituality for the spirituality to happen to us. कोशिश करना आज आप, है ना. कल फिर 2 मिनट इसको देखकर we enter into the mantra 13. अनाद्यनन्तं कलिलस्य मध्ये विश्वस्य स्रष्टारमनेकरूपं विश्वस्यैकं परिवेष्टितारं ज्ञात्वा देवं मुच्यते सर्वपाशैः. That's it. Devam Gnatva Sarvapashahi Muchyate. Having realized the self, gets freed from all bondages. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Paramanishibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Very, very important topics. In all the texts we are studying, we should pray, be tuned to them with all the sincerity of wanting to learn, wanting to do sadhana and experience it. Now join for Gita for 10 minutes.